I calculate the domestic amounts using the swap rate, okay, future domestic amounts, and my future foreign amounts are already given to me. So this agreement basically says 1 year from now, I'm going to give you 25 million yen. You're going to give me 185,249, right? In dollars. 2 years from today, I'll give you 5 million yen. You're going to give me 37,000, almost 50,000, almost $50. 3 years from now, I'll give you 100 million yen. You give me 741,000 or so. So swap rate determines future domestic amounts. Then I calculate the present values of each using interest rates of each currency. I add up to those present values, and basically the present value of the domestic amounts. Let me see. No, I calculate the. I mean, you can do it either way, but I calculate the present value of the future amounts, future foreign amounts, and if I convert that to and since it's present value, I can convert that to dollars using the current exchange rate. That gives me the first one using current, but I also know the present value of the domestic amounts. If the swap rate is correct, those two amounts should be the same. So I have two ways of calculating uh, value of the domestic amount right now. Let's say this was different. For some reason, market said this should be 140. Let's think about how we can make money off of this deal. Well, using the swap rates, present value of the implied foreign rates is 2843. But if I convert that using the current rates, 2950. So that means what I get in exchange using the swap rate is a lot less than what I could get using the current exchange rate, which means I want to be actually seller of the foreign stuff. So there will be arbitrage. So the right amount is determined by making these differences zero. For example, if this was 50 million, or maybe this was 250, who knows? Since I changed essentially the weights, that swap rate would change. If it's equal, obviously, I need to do this again. So one's 37.33. So whatever your future currency payments are, or whether you're getting it or paying it, doesn't matter. You calculate your exchange rate so that present value calculated using the swap rate should be the same thing as present value using the current exchange rate. That's all you need to do. Of course, we can make this general. I will leave that to you as an exercise once we cover building the interest rate payments, interest rates, the yield curves, filling the yield curves. So if I was doing this for 10 years, obviously I'm going to need the interest rates for all of those 10 years. So let's actually go ahead and get those. 73884, which means ten, six. When you have something like that, basically you're going to do a linear interpolation, which means on this one, I'm going to get 2/3 from here plus 1/3 from here. Divided by 3. On this one, I'm going to get 2/3 from here. It's basically linear interpolation. Let's do the same thing for Japan. I think we have numbers for each of those years. 61375. That's the present value of foreign currency amounts. That blue cell is present value of the domestic currency amounts using the swap rate. And again, black is take this present value of the foreign currency, convert it to domestic using the current exchange rates. Obviously, we want them to be exactly the same. Data, what if analysis, goal seek, make that 0 by changing the swap rates.